What's going on, YouTube? This your boy King Gabe here once again, and we got a brand new toy review here, and also at a different location from where I've done my previous toy reviews, out there in the hallway and everything. Matter of fact, show you real quick. Yeah, yeah. Usually I'd be over kind of there, and the wall that I'd be filming against would be over here on the right there. So, yeah, I was in the hallway doing those previous toy reviews, so hope that didn't spoil the magic. Anywho, so reason why I'm doing it I'm doing it here for these particular figures, and possibly might be a few others I might do like that. All depends on the toy. In this case, because they got 3 Gundams here, and they got little small pieces that come along with them. So. So we're doing in here, so you have more space, you know, for the pieces out here that you see, and also the Gundams themselves. So, yep. So let's get on down into it. You have your basic Gundam figure. You see them in a lot of the main Gundam series. Can't think of that pilot name that be inside him. But one of the things I definitely remember from Gundam the most is that shining figure! And of course or either erupting, burning figure! And of course that shining figure! Udekado daruya, ikona eno de ano ya. Shining figure! I don't really know the words. So, let's get back to this before I end up botching it. So, yeah, anyway, your basic Gundam figure. And also, you got, they call them Gundam Wing. Yeah, I guess, Gundam Wing series. His wings actually can come off, but they're on a ball joint, so yeah, because I actually had to snap them on when I got them out the package. So I don't feel like taking him back apart there. I don't. So I feel, and no, these are not models, by the way. They were already put together, but, you know, except for these pieces, yeah. The interchangeables. And then, of course, they called this one, I guess probably in the Japanese version, God Gundam. I guess Robo God, sort of like Super Sentai series with Power Rangers. You know how Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, they like, we form the Megazord now! Megazord sequence has been initiated. Megazord activated. But in the Super Sentai series, the Megazord, the thing we call the Megazord, was actually, they were actually God beasts that formed into Daijuju Gigi and something, you know. I've watched the Super Sentai series, but not a whole lot. I don't think I actually watched the entire Super Sentai of Zoo Ranger. That's what Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is called. But one Super Sentai I do recall actually looking through the entire thing of was Deca Ranger. I remember, but it was only one. So anyway, enough on that. Enough on that. So let's get to the Gundams. Let's move these aside for a bit, and sort of go with the articulation of the first basic Gundam. As you can see, and yeah, that just happened. The joints, yeah. Now it will pop back on. Don't worry. Yeah, it's on a ball joint. Can't really move side to side because of that, at least not without popping them loose again. So yeah, they kind of got some stiff joint, well, basically with this arm, because yeah, it's a little on the stiff side there. He can move at the elbow really well, and swivel joint a little bit, and also with his fists, like I say, no, not very good waist articulation, but okay. He can turn his head all the way around. And of course, like I said, that's the best he get with his other arm to keep from popping them open again. You can get good leg articulation out of them, especially for poses, as I've seen on the package. Not bad there. And looks like his foot got some, not quite. His foot's kind of stuck there a little bit there. You can do that. Because I've seen some poses where his feet are like that. And yeah, like that goes up when his leg moves up. So there's that. You got a little jetpack back here. As you can see. And of course, like the other Gundams, he does have the accessories you see here. Accessories sold separately. No, not really. They do come with the figure. I just wanted to say that. No, like they say in infomercials there. So, let's take a look at this guy here, Gundam Wing. As you can see, since he got wings. So, yep, got the wing pack and everything. Jet. This part right here, kind of in the back, sort of reminds me of Metabee from Metabots, like a Beetle type Metabot. Yeah. So, articulation wise, because of the now he got a little bit better arm movement than the first. I don't know. Maybe it's just the joints. Maybe if you move the figures around, depending on the figure, maybe if they're moved around quite a bit, maybe the joints become where they're easier to move there. So I'm not sure if this is just a thing on my particular Gundam or if anybody else has had that type of issue. But yeah, but this one, yeah, definitely has a much better arm movement. You got this little thing here that moves back and forth. Also, one thing I want to note about these Gundams is, you remember in one of my Yumiko videos I mentioned about Brownie having a battle suit, which was this really bulky robot that I showed in one of the rough draft videos. Well, I'm still going with that, but that's actually because it's so bulky. It's sort of like Tony's Hulkbuster thing. So I thought about, what if he had something before he had the big guns there, and maybe a battle suit that has a design sort of like a mix between the different Gundam figures would be a pretty good bet. It sort of can build up on him similar to Iron Man's armor. So that's kind of what I got in mind there. A little bit of a Yumiko update. Move his fists, everything. Got a good little center beam there, sort of like Iron Man's Unibeam. Other arm can move too. Yeah, same with the waist. Yeah, because he'll pop off too, but they do come back on if that happens. Yes. Head moves there. Kind of. Yeah, it does kind of move all the way around. Yep, pretty much. So there you go. Yes. And of course, a good leg articulation there. Move the knee, just like with the other one. And he has some thrusters on his legs here too. Really kind of does remind you. It really is kind of similar to something out of Iron Man mixed with the Megazord there from Power Rangers. Yes, one thing about Japan, they are really well known for three things: gods, demons, and giant robots. Yeah, it's a kind of a thing that they have in a lot of their shows there. One of the main three that be in a lot of their shows there, especially with Super Sentai, with the robots they have there that we call the Megazords. So now we have the God Gundam. And you got some big shoulder pads there, boy. Got some big shoulder pads there. Whoop. Got a kind of a crown here going on there. Head turns all the way around. And he's got arm articulation. Oops. Oh, okay, okay. Except for when you try to go all the way back because of the shoulder pad. Yeah. Let me put that back on here. Oops. Hang on. As the genie say, Robert Williams, hang on a second. Oh, it feels good to have my shoulder pad back. Oh, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for popping that back in place. You know, it felt really weird without that shoulder pad. How you doing? So, waist is still the same. And, of course, legs a little bit limited. Like I said, I think it's the design of these front pieces here. He can't, which kind of limits his knee articulation a bit there. Yeah, yeah, Gundams, they do kind of have some flaws in articulation somewhat. But then again, you're dealing with the giant robot concept. They're not Transformers, but they're not combiners like the Power Rangers makes them, but they do sort of have a similar motif of Megazords and stuff. So yeah, I guess that's kind of one of the reasons why. So let's get them get all their accessories on them there and show you what all they can interchange with. With him, with the regular Gundam, you got his rifle here. Oh, that's right. You have to change out their fists, the ones that can hold weapons. Now, this one over here doesn't hold any weapons. He has a thing called the burning erupting finger. So I guess that's enough of a weapon for him. Okay, so for the others, you're gonna take off a fist. Excuse me. So now they can hold their weapons. Make sure the fists are on the right end there. There we go. Pop that into place. And now you can put the rifle in here. Yep, like so. Like this. And on the other hand, you can also, the shield just flipped out at me. Okay, that's enough of that. So you're gonna put the shield in his hand like so. You think there's a piece I think I'm missing that's supposed to well, oh, okay, it's right here. Okay, I'm tripping. Okay. Well, put it back in. I'm trying to get the fist in the shield in without popping the fist out. Okay, now this one's kind of tricky. You're gonna, so for one thing, it doesn't go in the same way like the rifle. I hope this doesn't wear or nothing like that. Okay, so now we gotta get fist back on again. It was staying on pretty well the first time I tried this out the package. So then there's a little tab in there. That way the shield can be mounted there. And there you have it. His shield and everything. Guess you could say that, I guess one could say that the Gundam is a crusader for Christ. That's a good way to look at it, because he knows how to honor the cross. Yep. So definitely fighting the forces of evil. And with that, then he has another weapon down here, which are his swords. Oh, sorry about that. Which you can attach like this. Put them in there, a little mount like that. Do the same with the other. You can have him wield both of the swords or just one. Yep. Which I think is better if you do it with just one, because yeah, sword and shield. Sort of like the sword and shield card that Joey has there. Pretty cool there. And if you want to put both swords in his hand, I don't take that out. You can take this. This was something I kind of discovered on my own. It's probably in the instructions, but I didn't. I just thought of this. Put this on the back, like so. It does kind of stay in there, but it can have a tendency to slip off because it doesn't have the extra mounting like the way when it's in his hand. But this is a good way for him to hold on to his shield and hold both of his swords. Or if you really want to go all out, have one sword and also his blaster. So yep, so you have that there. Not bad, huh? Double sword action. Kind of like Julie, aka Sword Girl. Okay. So let's move on quick here to Wing Gundam. And he already got his wings in place. Put him so he won't get hit. Already got his wings in place. Now we're gonna go on and change out his fists so we can get his accessories in. Just like so. There we go. Come on. That one kind of had a hard slippy in there. Oh, right here. Let's see, right, okay. I keep picking up his fists. I want the fingers. There we go. Okay, so got his fingers in. It's shining finger. Well, the other one's gonna be more shining finger than anything. And he's got a rifle as well. Now he could hold the swords that he have. I have tested that, so just letting you know. Put his, I guess he's better known for just his rifle. Oh boy, there we go. There we go, there we go. That got it in there. A little tough there. Keep the wings folded down for just a second. Going and get his shield. Now the shield, there's a little bit of it's kind of tricky with the shield a little bit. I'm not, for me anyway. Now I'm doing it like the instructions say. Supposed to latch it in his hand like that. And see what I mean? Yeah, it'll pop out easily. I wish it had a better mount like the first one there. And you're seeing why. Then of course there's the extra attachment. There we go. Okay, so I did manage to get him in there. First time I was trying this, every time I try to latch him up there, he come loose down here, and I put him there, and he unloosed there. So I had a fight with him when I first was trying to get this right before filming. So good to see that he's at least behaving for the film. And of course, spread out his wings so he can be ready for action. I guess this would be if Brownie wants to go into action and fly. Of course, this little centerpiece there. So, you got a sword Gundam who can also hold a rifle, but we're going to pose him with the swords and pose this one with the rifle. Pretty cool there. And now, let's go to Gundam God. and he's not, and it's just the God for the fictional show, not the true God. Lowercase g. You know, like Poseidon, Hercules, and Thor. Or as if you wanna get technical, as Odin said in the MCU, we are not gods. We live and die as humans do. Give or take about 100 years. Yeah, I think what Odin was pointing out is that we as humans refer to people like Thor and Hercules as gods because of their power and stuff like that, but they're really just like us. But they just have superpowers, you know. Sort of like how people look at Superman like he's a god, but we know Superman really is not a god, so, or a god in general. So he's a guy that has superpowers. So I think that's what Odin kind of was trying to point out. I really like that they did that in Thor: The Dark World. That Odin pointed that out to Loki about the whole god thing. That was pretty neat. Kind of references what Cap say when these people are practically gods. There's only one god, ma'am, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like that. So, let's get his accessory back on. I deattached it for the video, so we're gonna put it back on. Oh, I don't put it on wrong. Sorry about that. So we attach his wings back on, and now we only need to take off one of his fists for him, and put this in here. That's gonna be the burning finger. I think that's what it's called for him, burning erupting finger. And there's one thing I'm going to show before I attach the other pieces. You can take this front piece off. Now, honestly, I think it looks better with this. But I'm going to show you just so you can, so you can see if you decide to get the figure. There's a really small piece you're going to, right here, you're going to put it like so. And then you're going to take this piece and hope I got the right one there. Okay, yep, I had the wrong one. Okay, this piece, put it right there. Whoops. And that just happened there. Okay. There we go. All right. Okay, so you gotta put it right, just like I said. Okay, so it stays in there, and yeah, it's okay. Just wanted to show you that that is a thing you can do. It can raise up. I guess it's sort of like if this were to raise up and show that. I would have preferred it if they may have just made it where that could just open up and reveal that already built inside of them. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back on. And maybe also, I guess maybe it, maybe you can also do it like that too. But I'm gonna put this back on, this other piece, because it looks much better. That's okay, but I personally like it better like this. So now, and one other thing, this is something with all of them. Each of them come with these little things that you put under between their legs, and it's supposed to be, if you have like a stand or something to display them, this would allow you to attach it to the stand where you can get them in poses and stuff like that. But I don't have a stand, so yeah, it's gonna be kind of pointless. Honestly, I mean, if you want a stand to do it, and you're able to find one, that's fine. It's up to you. But in my personal opinion, not saying you have to agree with me, in my personal opinion, because of where it attaches to, I'm not too big of a fan of that there. So I stay in my Gundams out without that piece there. So anyway, you're gonna put his arm pieces back on. So I had them deattached for the video, just like everything else. This can raise up. I think you can also put it on like that. Yeah, I think that's the way it's supposed to go on out. And I thought it went back a little further, but it doesn't. So come on, back on. So yeah, you can. Oh, you can. You have to move the fist. Okay, I see how it works. It's so you have to move the fist position to do that there. Huh. However, you do risk it being a little loose like that, so we're gonna put it back, put back his Wolverine moment. And on it, yeah, now you can do that. Put back the Wolverine moment, because it kind of easily comes off, yeah. So anyway, now at least you saw that. So with the other, yeah, you're going to do it pretty much the same, attach it the same way. And you're going to make sure it's in there. Make sure you're in there. Yeah, now you're going to get the erupting burning finger. Which that's how it's supposed to look with the armor pieces in. He doesn't, unlike his other brethren, he don't need no extra weapons and rifles and swords and all that. I got these burning fingers. You ain't seen nothing like my cold fingers. Oh, I'm having too much fun over here. And of course, like the other Wing Gundam, spread out his wing, he got more of a wingspan. As they say in Toy Story about Buzz Lightyear, oh, impressive wingspan. Why? These are plastic. He can't fly. They are a beryllium alloy and I can fly. No, you can't. Can't. So I can fly around this room with my eyes closed. Okay then, Mr. Lightbeard, prove it. Okay, I will. I had to do that moment. That was, especially when Woody said Mr. Lightbeard in a kid's film that's rated G, by the way. That was actually a pretty bold piece of comedy there. Just as long as your kids know that you have to be 21 to drink. That's all. That's the all. Just make sure your kids know 21 years old. So that's pretty much all there is with the Gundams there. You see there, and you still see some of their other pieces left, like the fists and all that. So yeah, that's your Gundams review. Not bad, actually. Like I say, Gundam's a pretty good. I probably should watch. I might watch it. The series, I have watched a little bit of it when the series first. I'm not sure exactly when it first came out, but I do remember seeing it on Toonami back in high school. A few here and there because of the time that it came on, but I would get to see bits of it and stuff like that. And just from what I saw, just a little bit I saw, it is a really cool, it looks like a pretty cool show. And I mean, why wouldn't it be? Giant freaking robots with the shining finger! So, yep, definitely recommend Gundam, the series, as well as the figures, and also recommend it to myself. So, maybe I might, if I ever, amongst all the other stuff that I do, might check it out. Maybe Mike can find it on Crunchyroll. Been watching Yu-Gi-Oh on Crunchyroll lately, but maybe I can also find Gundam there and take a look at that. Get a little taste of some giant robots. Yep. So if y'all like what you see here, definitely like, subscribe, and also buy some of our available comic books. Share it with your friends, and support us on Patreon. And also go out and get you some Gundam figures. Preferably ones already put together, unless you can do the model kit. If you can do the model kit, all credit to you. All props to you, because yeah, trying to put together the models was not my strong suit, as small as those pieces were. So yeah, I'm better with them already put together and just adding their interchangeable parts. So for what I got, we'll see y'all next time.